Hi, I'm Ryan McCormack and I'm here with Lee Page, the owner of the Warehouse Gym today. Going to do a couple of interviews questions.
Yeah, hi. Hi guys, Lee Page here. Fire away with your questions, Ryan.
Okay, this interview is going to cover how Lee's done in his fitness and his business, to see exactly what habits he's done, how he's achieved what he has, as I'm sure you can agree. Lee's achieved quite a lot in his life. So I'm going to get into the interview now. How long have you been in fitness? What started you off in fitness?
Fitness has been part of my life, all my life almost. Right. Always been quite sporty, even as a young lad. Been quite competitive as well. From a young age, I played competitive tennis and whatnot. And then as I moved into like my teenage years, I then started doing weightlifting. I actually intentionally done it to further my tennis career, but as it turned out, I actually enjoyed lifting weights more, and then it became a passion of mine, actually weight training, weightlifting. Around about the age of 12, 13, I started picking that up. I started off like a lot of people do, is just getting weights in the house and that, you know, a young lad getting weights in the house. And I kind of grew up in an era in the 80s. I was a teenager in the 80s, and it was an era then where it was very much the top movie stars of the world were muscular guys, you know, the Arnold Schwarzeneggers and Sylvester Stallones of the world were kind of the big stars then. So as a teenager growing up, you were very much kind of looking at these people as inspirations. You wanted to kind of get a muscular physique. So I very much kind of started off like that, and so from 12, 13, with the weightlifting side of things, so over 30 years now, just constantly training away in the gym. Yeah.
All right. So was your dad, was your family like sporty, or did they get you into sports?
Do you know something? It's a funny thing. My family has not been sporty at all. Mum and dad weren't sporty. My brothers weren't sporty either. I don't know how that happens sometimes. I've kind of wondered that myself, and I know my grandfather was. My grandfather, he played like professional football and whatnot, so I don't know whether it skips generations and people get a passion for something because it maybe is in their genes, or whether it's just the way that the way that they are. So no, my close family weren't, but I certainly had a passion for sport as I grew up, like, you know. Yeah.
Alright. So when you got in, was it bodybuilding?
Bodybuilding, aye, yeah. I started, well, like I say, but 12, 13, I was first year in high school, and I was going to the gym then, started going to the gym. There's a few of my pals went, and I decided to go as well. The gym I went to, there's an old gym in Kirkcaldy actually called Temple Hall Gym, which is still on the go to the day. It was very much back then it was a powerlifting bodybuilding gym, so it was very much like an old school gym. It was all mainly just guys went, and there was no heating in the place, and in winter time they were actually wearing jeans and Tommies, and it was really old school equipment. I mean, it wasn't like today where you've got proper machines. Yeah. It was like, the lat pull down, for instance, was on a bike chain, and you would actually you had to sit on the floor, and it was just a big metal frame, like more than our gym here, and you would put your back up against the metal frame, and you would just pull the lat pull down, which was made as, I'm sure it was a bike handle or something, and you pulled that up and down there, which was connected to the chain, and all the weights, you just put the discs on top, like, and it was all just equipment like that, That was the guys there, like a lot of them were competitive bodybuilders and powerlifters, and I felt it was quite lucky in some ways because the guys who were lifting there showed me how to lift correctly as well. So right away I was squatting, I was shown how to squat properly, shown how to bench press correctly, and deadlift and that. I wasn't doing excessive amount of weights. I mean, it was very much you have to caution as far as lifting too much weight. It was a lot of emphasis on making sure you were lifting correctly. Do you know what I mean? But then I was looking at guys there who were kind of inspired me a wee bit to get more involved in the strength side of things, because I remember some of the big lifters back then. Guy Mike Duffy trained at that gym, and he went on to be a European powerlifting champion. Another guy was a scrap merchant in the town, Willie Shute his name was. He used to come to that gym as well, and he was a strong guy as well. And I used to see these guys, I think they must have been 250, 260 kilo squats and that, maybe even more. I just remember seeing a lot of plates on the barbell. I thought I would love to be able to lift that,
Once it starts bending.
Yeah, well, it certainly seemed that way anyway.
It's always been, Michael, get to that weight where when you're squatting, when you're standing up, you see that bar.
Yeah,
bend, it's always it's better for video that way.
Yeah. Well, a lot of these bars actually, they're actually made to do that sometimes. People will say, wow, that bar was so heavy it was bending. Well, actually some of the bars are meant to do that. They get a wee bit of whip on them, so they do have a slight bend, like when you're pulling the bar off the ground, so they are kind of made to be like that, If they're not made to be that and they start doing that, then there's issues. They might end up snapping. You've got a cheap barbell then.
Yeah, so it's, if they were too rigid, then it could actually make them weak then, but the ones that are a bit more flex.
You get certain, you get a deadlift bar and a squat bar, which are intentionally made to have a wee bit of whip on them, so the deadlift bar, for instance, as you go to pull off the ground, there's a slight move on it before the weights even go, Other federations in powerlifting world, they have rigid bars, like I think IPF have rigid barbells, so they're just solid. They don't have any zip in them. Other federations do have a wee bit of whip in their barbells. So
Olympic lifting, is that a bit more whip on them?
no, Olympic lifting has rigid barbells. There's no, they're rigid. The Olympic bars have a wee bit more of a spin on them, because you're, Olympic weightlifting, the bar is turning in front of you. You're actually pulling the bar off the ground.
So to get that.
Exactly. So they have to be rigid,
Oh, well.
Yeah.
So, what's kept you going? What's constantly motivated you throughout the years to better yourself, and especially in competition as well?
Personally, I think the fact that I've always tried to keep my training interesting. I've always tried to evolve my training, so it's never just been the same thing. I mean, like I say, I was essentially, to start off with, this bodybuilding side of things I was into. I'd done my first bodybuilding competition by the time I was 16 in 1988, and right through the sort of early to mid 90s I was competing in bodybuilding as a junior and that. And then I found a passion for powerlifting, which was brought a guy I used to train with, who I'm still friends with, Brian Bell. Brian was we used to train him and another friend of mine, Mark Anderson, who comes through to train through here. We used to train at a place in Dundee called Polysport. It's very much Brian kind of took me under his belt a wee bit with the powerlifting side of things. And Brian went on to do great things with powerlifting, being a world record holder and competing world's strongest man as well. So again, I was shown how to lift correctly with the powerlifting side of things, and I've always, from then on, always had a passion for more of the strength side of things, and that was brought on even more once I started doing powerlifting in the early to mid 90s, and then I progressed onto the powerlifting side of things, competing in that. So for me, there's always been almost a wee bit of evolution, involvement within my training, and keeping it interesting. Although I was doing powerlifting, I still enjoyed the intensity side of training. So nowadays they call what I was doing back then, and a few other people, was what we deem it as power building, which was still doing powerlifting movements but thrown in bodybuilding training, because I enjoyed the intensity of bodybuilding. I enjoyed the weight lift, the heavy lifting and the powerlifting side of things. So my training back then was very much, like I say, what is deemed nowadays as power building, which is a mixture of both. And for me, that kind of set me up for moving into what I was going to do as my life, my training career went on as I got older, moving into competing in CrossFit as well, and Olympic weightlifting and that as well. I loved the moving into the CrossFit. I loved the intensity levels of CrossFit. I feel like I already had built that intensity levels up within my training regime anyway by doing the power building training, so it was quite a natural thing for me to move into another high intensity type sport. And my body was used to that conditioning anyway, so I found that quite an easy thing to move into competitive wise, you know.
I always thought I would be good like into CrossFit and that. I used to go out biking and like doing mountain biking and that when I was younger and that, but actually that's probably the side where I've struggled the most, even though in a day job I'm on my feet all day, but when it comes into that, I think I've just kind of...
You struggle with like the intensity side of things, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's like, I think it's because since I've started training I've been pretty much mainly strength training, not like maths, just proper strength training in the reps of maybe 3.
Right.
So I never really.
So so you're pretty much just working on your strength there, you know. And it, you know, it's what it is. People, you know, everybody does. People train in different ways for whatever sport they're going to be doing, you know. If it's basic strength building, you're going to work within that rep range. You're not going to go that much higher, maybe 6 reps. But you know, if you're looking to build muscle in that, then you're going to, you know, you're keeping on doing maybe 10 to 12 reps. Drop sets, supersets and whatnot, just to keep the intensity levels up as far as building muscles are concerned and conditioning yourself, you know. So everybody trains in different ways. For me personally, I've always enjoyed intensity type of training, you know. I mean, I compete in Olympic weightlifting, but I'll still throw in, to keep myself in shape, I'll still throw in high intensity styly workouts, although I don't nowadays compete in CrossFit anymore. I still enjoy the intensity that these kind of workouts give you, and they keep you in shape by doing that. But for me, the passion's always been lifting weights, you know.
Is it kind of the same way cross lifting then?
Well, exactly. You know, yeah. I mean, as you know, I went to Russia at the end of last year to train with some of the top lifters over there, Klokov, Berestov, and Klokayev. And that was a huge experience for me. Probably the greatest experience as far as my lifting career is concerned, to be able to go over there, train and learn from the top lifters in the world, the Russians, actually being in their backyard, you know, we were at the Olympic Training Centre, stayed there with them, ate with them, you know, it was just the whole thing. And for me, the learning process I got there was something that I couldn't have picked up anywhere. That's why I made the effort to go over there and learn from them, you know.
Did they have like a set routine, like during the day, what they would do just to keep themselves in peak condition?
Yeah. I mean, we went over there, I mean, I was there for 9 days, and we were training like twice a day, and on paper, I looked at that and I thought, you know, I'm 46 now, and I like to think I'm still keeping myself in good shape, and I can keep the intensity levels on my training. I'm lifting decent enough weights for my age and that as well. But I also knew that I'm not under any illusion that I can't keep up with the weights they're doing. And like I say, on paper, I'm training twice a day. I'm starting a bit concerned, am I going to be able to hold up to this? So when I went over there, and then once you're into it, you realise like everything's programmed properly. You know, you've got a couple of days quite heavy, and then if you're maybe going to go again like that, you're running the risk of injuries. But it was like they knew that, so you'd have an easier day. You would like massage, sauna. You know, you had like an ice bath type thing, the ice pool. You were diving into all this kind of stuff and that as well. So they programmed your training over there bang on. It was like they knew when your body was needing to recover. You know, so you'd have maybe a day like that. Then your intensity levels would go up again as the week went on. Then again, another day of relaxation. You know, you were well fed. You know, morning, noon and night, right away you were getting all the best of food as well, like wholesome food. I'm not saying you were, you know, it was basic food, but basic Russian food, but it was good, wholesome food, no processed rubbish. It was all good, you know, all the way through, and you got supplements from them as well. You know, I think the guys had been sponsored anyway, so you know, they made sure your amino acids, branched aminos, creatine, protein, everything was there for you. They were like, help yourself to supplements, we'll feed you and we'll train you, and you learn from us, you know. And for me, like I say, it was the greatest experience as far as my training career is concerned, to be able to learn from them and see how they train, you know. hopefully pass on and pass on that knowledge that I've learned to my members at the warehouse gym as well.
Did you notice a big difference in your training when you do stuff like ice baths, massages, and that?
Yeah.
It's something I neglect, but pretty much I finish a workout and I don't even do a cool down these days, and it's just I'm going home now.
Well, for me that's the difference. It's the thing that I've implemented into my training now. Is at the age I'm at now, I've picked up wee niggles and injuries. I wouldn't say I had really anything major until I turned 40. After I turned 40, there was I was always getting something. There was always a wee niggle or whatever. So now what I've incorporated more so than ever is going through a rigid stretching routine, even throwing in yoga work in that as well. Stretching, mobility, yoga, I throw all that in prior to training. I'm at minimum 30 minutes doing all that before I even lift the barbell up. Making sure I'm well warmed up and stretched off, and then I'll have a cool down period as well. Now, 20 years ago I wasn't doing that, and a lot of the young lads still don't do that now. For me,
with that, when it comes to stretching, there's a lot of things out there that says you shouldn't stretch before you work out. You can do mobility training, but stretching, no, because apparently it wears fibres away in your muscles.
In Olympic weightlifting, because they're competing that's different. In Olympic weightlifting, you need the mobility, you need to be able to stretch, you need the flexibility to get into positions with a barbell. I would argue that some of the top Olympic weightlifters are almost on par with gymnasts as far as their mobility is concerned. So you do for Olympic lifting, like mobility is key. And that's what I learned even more so over in Russia. They spend a lot of time on the mobility side and warming up, and a lot of back extensions, a lot of, just warming up your body and stretching off prior to even picking up a barbell, So for me, I've implemented a lot of that into my training now as well, and I would say this last year has been a good year for me as far as keeping injuries at bay, because I've implemented this type of routine, stretching, warm up yoga style routine that I've now incorporated into my life, which I feel has been a benefiting factor to me keeping the injuries away.
It's certainly something that I'm going to think of. So I get injuries quite a lot, especially on the shoulders and that. So maybe working on flexibility in the shoulder area.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You find the time. You need to find the time. It's going to benefit you because you're going to. It doesn't matter what sport you're in, you're always running the risk of injuries. But it's up to yourself to make sure that you're trying your best to keep these things at bay. The only way you're going to do that is by implementing this routine and not just coming in and just throwing weights about right away. You're always running the risk of injuries then,
As you know, like I do like calisthenics and that, and I have a habit outside to just kind of, there's a flat part of the ground, I'm going to do a handstand here, and I'm going to try a handstand push up, obviously all the weights then on the shoulder. I think that might be a wee bit problem. Just I still can't do the handstand push up freestanding yet because it's requiring so much strength from the shoulder. Not quite there.
But it's been a progression for you. I've seen your progression. You're getting stronger. Your physique's changed since you've been here as well. So that's going to come for you. It's like anything. That's not an easy thing you're trying to do there. So you've been taking it in steps as well, and I've seen how you're progressing on with that. So that will happen for you definitely. You just got to stick with it. Like it'll happen sooner rather than later. But you're doing the right thing. Is just taking these progressions on the build up to eventually doing the full movement.
Yeah. See, when it comes to like competitions and that, do you have thoughts that you run through, like a program you run through your mind before you step onto the platform or whatever the competition actually is in your fitness?
Like, how do you mean? Like just going out, if I was maybe going to go and lift or whatever at a competition? Just before I go
most
out?
people's confidence, kind of keep your confidence up, because obviously if you're going out on the stage and you've got the doubt that you can't compete,
you have to, when you're approaching a barbell, whether it's Olympic weightlifting, powerlifting, whatever the sport is, with the barbell side of things, you have to be, you can't afford any percentage of doubt. It has to be 100% commitment, I would say even more so on Olympic weightlifting, because it's just you against the barbell, Powerlifting, you've got spotters there, you're still under pressure, don't get me wrong, but Olympic weightlifting there's a degree of You know, you have to be committed in getting underneath the barbell. So for me, I have to be 100% with that. I never approach a bar until my mindset is I'm totally committed to that lift 100%. If my mindset isn't in that, I'll not approach the barbell until I have psyched myself to do that, you know. So everybody goes through their own little routine to get themselves psyched. Some people will go over the top and get people to slap them. Some people like to be quite insular and not say much, you know. Everybody's got their own wee routine. We even have what you call a dress in the barbell. I know I stamp my feet and I'll get myself do this breathing thing that I've always done as well. I make these breathing noises. That goes back to when I was doing the powerlifting competitively as well. We used to do that then as well, and I think that's just something that I do. That's my thing that I do. And again, if you do that all the time, and that's part of your thing you do in the gym, so that when you do go onto the platform competitively, it becomes an instinct thing. It's just something you do. Do you know what I mean? And the only difference is you've got people in front of you, but once you're on that platform, for me, I'm just back in the gym again. I'm just doing exactly what I do week in, week out in the gym, you know. As far as confidence is concerned, you have to be committed 100%. You know, any negative, any 1% negativity in your mind is enough for you to lose the lift. So, you know, that's kind of the difference. That's how people become champions and people aren't champions, and just having that total mindset, you know, and people have different ways of going about it.
Visualise it, basically, visualise the lift, like being accomplished before
I do. I go in and I kind of see myself doing it. You know, I think you have to. If you go out there and you're, like I say again, coming back to this negative thought, if you have any negative thoughts there, you're not going to get it. So you have to kind of go out there and visualise that you are going to do it, you know. For me personally, as far as my training's concerned, if I'm going to go and do, I like kind of hitting my numbers in the gym before I even go to the competition, so I know it's already there. I've already got the confidence saying, like, there's not any different. I've done this in the gym a week ago. I'll do this here now, you know. It's always great to, don't get me wrong, if to get that extra lift that you've never done in the gym before, of course, and that's going to come out, I think, more in a competitive environment if someone's close to you with their numbers or whatever. You know, they're going to bring the best out of you in that way. And that's, again, come back to how people become champions, is the champions will always rise up to perform better than they've ever performed before. And I solely, you know, I believe that competing really helps bring the best out of people, you know. That's how I enjoy competing, because it gives me an incentive with my training. It gives me something to motivate myself to try and get better all the time. So I like going to the bigger competitions like the international ones, because you're up against the best in the world. For me, you know, at my age, I've got guys who are still above me in that as well. So I'm like, that's where I want to be. You know, if they guys can still do it, I want to do it. You know, so I'm always wanting to try and just get that wee bit better. And I think at our gym here, I mean, we've always implemented a competitive side of things. And we've had so many people come out of here in different categories, gym-related sports, bodybuilding, powerlifting, Olympic weightlifting, CrossFit, out of this gym and compete at a very high standard. And this was all implemented many years ago when we first opened the gym up, you know, just having in-house competitions and having that competitiveness, which is it's a great incentive for people with their training then. You know, it's not everyone's cup of tea, don't get me wrong. You know, some people are happy coming in and doing their own thing, and some people are and can still keep themselves motivated by coming in and actually just having general competitiveness within the gym without even competing. But a lot of people do kind of get that wee bit extra out themselves by competing in sports as well, you know. So that I've always, with the gym here, I've always gave them that option. That look here, that you want to further yourself with your training, here's an option for you as far as competing in that given sport. There's an avenue there for you if you wish to go down that. At the same time as well, come in here and enjoy what you're doing. You don't have to be competitive, you don't want to be, just enjoy your training. That's the most important thing. Never pressure people into what they don't want to do, you know.
Speaking of that, there's something I want to add. Like, before I came down, this is the first gym I've ever been at, and starting maybe just over a year ago now, I was a bit nervous. Thought, oh, people's going to look at me because I couldn't lift anything really heavy. I was a skinny still am, although I've changed over.
Oh, yeah, you've
definitely changed from there. Yeah. Basically, if you're too scared to come down, don't be, because It's a welcoming environment.
Exactly. You know what's like here, Ryan. You know, you've been here and you're, by your own words, you were a wee bit unsure whether to come down here, and I've heard that so much about our gym over the years. It's a reputation I'm trying to. It's around the town. I don't know whether it's the name of the gym, the warehouse gym. It seems quite rough. It's totally not like that.
I remember the competitions. People see them and they're like a newspaper. These big guys and like. Look at the numbers are lifting.
Exactly. But you see what it's like here with the classes, whatnot. We're on gym members we have here, middle-aged women, older people, pensioners. We'll have young guys, young boys. You know, we have a wide spectrum of different people. Yeah, we have an element comparing this, and some guys and girls are proud of that compete out here at a high level. But at the same time, that's a small percentage of what our gyms are. Our gyms very much. You know, my gym would be able to survive on 20 people. Just, you know what I mean? Right. I need a wide variety of things for people. And for me, that's kind of what makes our gym different. You know, the warehouse gym, you know, I'll never, the ethos of the warehouse gym is different for me than a lot of other places. And it is what it is. Some people prefer having comforts and whatnot in their gym, more health club style training, and that's totally fine. People will get results out of that if that's the way that they would like to train. But my gym will never be that. It will always be, you know, I would never give up that side of things. You know, it's, you know, if you want to call it old school, that's fine, whatever you want to call it nowadays. You
I think it is these days, because you've got more and more these, like, these pure gyms coming up, the council gyms where your carpet, everything's neat, you're not like chalk. Yeah. That's
the thing as well. I've heard a lot of people over a period to come in here and they're like, oh, you can use chalk. And they're like, yeah, of course. And they're like, oh, that's... We go to their gym and they'll tell you off for using chalk. I'm like, this is a gym, use chalk. Do you know what I mean? You should be using chalk. And that's the difference. You know, I can't offer comforts, and I don't want to offer comforts. I want to offer proper training methods for people. You will get results from what we give people here, but it's up to you to put the work in, obviously, but we'll give you the tools to do that here. You know, in the winter it's cold, in the summer it's warm, but you know what? It is what it is.
In the winter, it makes you have to work out harder.
Definitely.
Just to heat yourself up.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And then in the summer, you're outside. Well, there's not a lot of gyms have got an outside area.
Exactly.
And there's stuff that you can use.
Yeah. We put up a rough summer to enjoy a good, a rough winter to enjoy a good summer. It doesn't even have to be a great summer, even a half decent weather. I mean, we had the competition on Saturday there, and people were outside warming up. We, you know, had this whole area outside for people. You know, we run our classes outside on nice nights. We've got a lot of outdoor equipment. Where else can you do that? You know what I mean?
Oh, fairness. If it wasn't for slipping or the bar slipping out your hand, I'd probably be outside and sitting in the rain anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I'm out there in the winter as well. I enjoy it.
So obviously, before you owned the gym, you had another like day job.
I've always been involved in fitness one way or another. I mean, I essentially went to the college years ago. I done health, gym management and leisure management and health-related fitness national certificate in the early 90s. I'd done my gym instructors and advanced gym instructors, which is now, back then there was no level 2, level 3. I was in line with like level 2, level 3 now, what I was doing then, but I worked in the college. When I was at college, I worked there as a gym instructor and trained people there as well. So that's always been my background. Unfortunately, especially back then, you know, the fitness industries came on a bit from those days. There wasn't so many people into it then, so it was a hard career to make some money out of, you know, a basic wage. So I ended up moving into the building trade and getting in, doing like plastering type work, what's called reinstatement. But I always trained, always went to the gym, and I was always competitive. You know, always done my competitions, all the rest of it. So I know what it's like. You know, I end up falling into having my own gym, but you know, I know what it's like to try and have a job during the day and still come to the gym at night. It's not easy. Sometimes you're tired. It's hard work, you know, especially if you're maybe working the building trade. You're putting a lot of work during the day, and then you're trying to get your ass to the gym at night. So I totally understand. I've not always had it like here, and I've always just been at the gym all day. You know. I know what it's like to be able to try and motivate yourself to to keep going to the gym even when you're tired and that, like, you know. But for me, the health benefits you get out of exercise, you know, it doesn't have to be come to the gym, go out for a walk, you know, but people need to, you know, exercise, do something, you know. There is an epidemic out there of obesity, and the only way that's going to be solved is by exercising. And it doesn't have to be, you know, it's just healthy eating. What annoys me is people using the word diet. It's like, you know, don't say you're on a diet, just eat healthy. You know, and eating healthy doesn't mean to say count your calories and all the rest of it. For me, that's where people are getting bamboozled, is there's a lot of people out there making money off individuals who are trying to confuse them almost. But it doesn't have to be confusing with your diet, you know. As long as you're eating good wholesome food and you're what I call within the golden rules of a diet, again using the word diet, but healthy eating and exercising, you'll get yourself in shape easily, you know. Okay, I'm not saying if you're going to go and do a bodybuilding contest, that's a different thing. People need to count their calories and all the rest of it, and protein, carbs and all that, and keep on track with that, get their body fat percentage down. But for someone coming to the gym who just wants to get themselves in shape, maybe lose a bit of weight, gain a bit of muscle, whatever it is they want to do, it doesn't have to be difficult as far as their diet's concerned. It really doesn't. It's just healthy eating and exercise. There's no secret. I've had a lot of people come to me over the years about diet pills and weight loss pills, and they're like spending a fortune on them, you know, or doing these these sheiks out there. I'm not naming any companies, but there's a lot of people out there who are trying to make money off people doing that side of things as well, and discouraging them from actually eating food. Now, that's not right, you know.
It's always been like a mindset. I think it's the same in everything. It's the same in like business trying to earn money. Well, everyone looks for the quick secret or
there is
whatever.
no quick secret. No.
Yeah.
This is, you know, I've had people in this office here, and I try and, you've got to be honest with them. You've got to say, look, this is not going to happen overnight. You need to commit yourself to this, not just coming to the gym, but look upon it as a new healthy lifestyle for yourself. This is an insurance policy for your life in the future.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You know, it's not all about having body beautiful. It's about just being a healthy individual. So when you get a MOT from the doctor, everything's fine. You've not got high blood pressure, you're not at risk of having diabetes. All these things are happening to people, and it's just incorporating a healthy lifestyle, which doesn't have to be hard, and it doesn't have to be regimented, so it's 100% all the time. 80%, 20%. 80% good eating, 20% enjoy life, you know, and exercise. You'll be fine. You know, you will get results then.
Yeah, I was reading about something the other week. Apparently it's scientifically proven. It's a law of compounding. And basically what it means is things start slowly, but it may appear that nothing's happening. But over time it picks up momentum. It's the same with everything, like fitness, making money, anything like in them kind of things. Nothing comes straight away.
No.
It's built up over time. You first have to make a foundation, and then
what happens as far as people come to the gym's concerned, I've seen it all the time. I tell people you have 3 months, right? Yeah. In those first 3 months, one of two things will happen. You have in those first 3 months, you have a routine for yourself that is going to be set up. That's going to be a new routine. You have this old routine you need to shake off. The old routine is sitting in front of the telly when you come home from work and maybe ended up eating convenience food or whatever. And you know, it's I'm not slating people for doing that. It's a routine that they maybe got into or whatever. That's it. It's trying to stop. It's trying to set up a new routine. Your new routine is eating a bit better, preparing your food, preparing your meals a wee bit better, making sure that you don't get caught off the hop, so you end up eating convenience food. And what I mean by that is if you're out and about, if you're at work on building sites, for instance, and if you haven't brought any food in for yourself, what are you going to do at break time? You're going to go with some of the lads who are going over to the bakers to get yourself bacon rolls. You're deeming to try and you're eating convenience food then. So it's making sure you're prepared the food. So you have preparation of your food. That's your new eating routine. Your training routine, you need to start coming to the gym. So these things are different. These are new things you need to implement in this first 3 months of your life. If you implement those within the first 3 months, it's then hard for you to get out of that routine after then. It becomes abnormal for you to get out of that because that is your new routine. It becomes a habit. Exactly. That's exactly it. You need to create a new habit for yourself. Mm-hmm. And as long as you've created this new habit, it's going to be hard for you to get out of that. it's creating a good healthy habit, and this will all happen within the first 3 months.
And fitness to habit would probably be
Then it gets bigger.
foundation.
Yes, it's built foundation, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm saying 3 months, it might happen a wee bit quicker, for some it might happen a wee bit more. But for me, that's around about a rough gauge where I can see people either come and they give it 100% and they end up committed to it and they'll see results then, great. Or whether they just can't quite get out of this routine that they've made for themselves, you know. And it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy to start with, but once you've created this new routine, it becomes easier, definitely, because it becomes habitual for you to be going to the gym. If you've created this, let's say 6 months down the line, a year down the line, you're coming to the gym 4 to 5 times a week, you've been eating a lot healthier. All of a sudden, you're sat in the house on a Monday night when you're supposed to be at the gym, and you'll sit there and you'll be like, you feel weird. You feel like you should be going somewhere. That person a year ago was quite happy to sit there in front of the telly. That's a normal thing to do.
I think we've all been there as well, but been quite. You put off coming. You sit there, you're like, I'll just go tomorrow. But the more you do it, the harder it gets to go.
Yeah.
The next day, because you might do it again the next day. You think, oh, the day's not
Tomorrow
gonna
never
happen.
comes. You've got to,
Yeah,
you've got to
exactly.
do it now. If I have people walking through the door, you know, my gym works for me because I try to, I try to encourage people that, if they come through the door for that first time, they've made that step, and it's like, right, come to the gym, come, you've through that door, come back tomorrow, let's get this induction, let's not wait till next week, because the chances are you'll probably message me and say, oh, I can't manage, I'll get in touch with you again. No, you've done it, you've made that step, let's go, let's do it.
So what made you decide to go from where you were before having the gym to suddenly decide to step in and have a gym, basically, own a gym?
Well, I mean, I've had it for just over 8 years now, so initially it was for somewhere for me to train. I was still being quite compared with bodybuilding at the time, went back into that, and I felt like in Arbroath there was a place for a gym that was needing some good equipment and a proper atmosphere. I felt like the council gyms that we were training at, they were lacking certain machines, and they were certainly lacking atmosphere to training. For me, the thing with the warehouse gym, it has a kind of club feel to it.
Yeah.
You come in here, people are not necessarily going about with earphones on, they're very much speaking to each other. A lot of people all know each other's names in here, just by coming here. Not necessarily having known each other outside here to start with, but since they came here, now people get on, and that, for me, that's what a gym should be all about. That's what club is, and that's what when I went over to Russia there, that was the feel I got in there with their gyms as well. All their kind of weightlifting gyms are very much like that. You'll get people hanging about in their gyms, just come in, maybe not even come in for a training session, but just come out to hang about and watch people lift. And that's kind of the atmosphere I want to create in the gym here. It's just a community feel to it.
Yeah.
And that's
something
what
different, something lacking in the.
Another-
This is lacks in this area.
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
There's no other gyms that I've been to. Well, obviously I've not been to gyms, but there's no other gyms that I know people that's it's quite got the same vibe as this one. Also,
it's nice you
some
say
of the
that. I
equipment
agree with that.
as well
Exactly.
to use. Do you have any goals in that you still want to achieve for the future?
I would love to be able to still, for me it's still being competitive as I get older. I would love that. I mean, from my personal point of view, I enjoy the competitive side of things. I love Olympic weightlifting now. That's a big passion of mine, and I love competing. So I would love to be able to keep stepping up with that and be competitive against the top guys in the world. I'll go away in a couple of weeks to Hungary to compete in the European Championships. And I know that there's top German guys I would love to be able to get close to as far as the lifting is concerned. So I'll hopefully push that on. As far as the gym's concerned, just a business, just keep evolving it, keep it fresh, keep it, keep moving on with different training methods, make it still a nice, happy place for people to come to and enjoy the facility. And never give up. Basically, on the ethos of what this gym's all about, it's never going to be anything different about the warehouse gym. It's always going to be about, proper, hardcore sort of training methods for people. I will never sell that out, if you know what I mean. I'll never give up on that. give the power lifters somewhere to lift, the strong men, strong women, the Olympic weightlifting side of things. Always give people a chance to lift in these given sports and not go down the old kind of commercial route. It's never, I don't feel that that's what my gym's about,
No.
So just staying true to the ethos of what my gym's about, really, and keep evolving.
Is there anything you'd like to talk about that you think we haven't covered today?
What about yourself, Ryan? What would, how do you see yourself pushing yourself on? What you're looking to get with the gym?
I see myself, I've got a lot of actual little goals. One of them is like in calisthenics. I want to be able to one day I actually want to train train other people in calisthenics.
Oh, right, okay. Right.
I don't know if there's any
market for it.
Yeah.
I think there is. I think there
in
is.
This area is
Yeah.
just to find it.
Find your niche, and I think that would be a niche for you, because you've definitely got the ability there, Ryan. You're stepping up, and you came on great with that side of things, right? You're definitely leading from the front in the gym with your calisthenics type training you do, like. You're doing very, very solid with your movements there, so I didn't see that being a problem for you to maybe move ahead in that direction as you progress.
So I don't think there's enough.
And you're
In
certainly
Scotland
Olympic lifting
itself,
scheme on
there's not a lot of people. If I mention to people calisthenics, they're kind of like, what? And then the only way I can kind of describe it is a kind of cross between gymnastics and what? You can't
Body
really
weight
think. Yeah,
exercise,
it's just
I suppose,
body weight.
but
Yeah, but it's not like a lot of people would think, oh, like CrossFit does that, but it's a different kind of thing. CrossFit is.
it's a
A
high
lot of
intensity CrossFit.
yeah, whereas
Yes,
calisthenics is just static moves
Exactly.
and gymnastics, but
Yes.
without the judge standing there going, oh, his form's not quite perfect,
Yeah, yeah.
and then, oh, not quite marking you down.
Yeah.
It's not like scoring on that. There's
Yeah.
competitions,
Yeah.
but it's pretty much, he was holding the front lever, he's done a muscle up. But it's not like, how did he do the muscle up? Was it perfect? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
But I think that's definitely
more
people-
accessible to
Yeah.
people like me and
Aye.
you. It's like,
I think that's the way ahead for you with your training, definitely. And you become very efficient with your Olympic weightlifting as well now as well. I mean,
I've never made my mind up whether or not I'll 100% compete in the Olympic lifting. Time will tell if I get. If I become there with my legs, no luck.
But they're
Well,
coming,
that's it.
your sport's coming on as well. So it's maybe someone will persuade you in the future, right?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Right.
Yeah, so in the future I'm looking at my old and other like videos
Yeah.
with this. Obviously having my own website and basing a lot on success, and I will probably add in calisthenics onto that website
Yeah.
at one point.
Yeah, I think you should,
It's not
It's something
my
you're
website.
definitely good at, like, so no reason why you shouldn't.
basically, I'm not looking for down the line of it. You find a lot of how to make money websites. I'll look at that side, but I think them kind of habits can be drawn over a lot of things like fitness and that. They all contain the similar kind of things that you can learn to achieve. Because obviously, I can see you're quite successful in business and in fitness. You find you use the same kind of like mindset. It's a mindset for
In what way do you mean, like, just...
But obviously, fitness, you have to be confident, like set the foundations, and like the business, you're going to have to like your marketing and that.
I think that as far as business is concerned, you're going to do something especially like what I do here. You know, and a lot of different types of businesses can be exactly true, is you have to have a passion, first of all, for what you're doing. You have to have a passion and knowledge for what you're doing. Any of those two things that are not, if they're not there, they'll get shown up very quickly. You know, and so that has to be there in the first place. You know?
Yeah.
Then it becomes easy for you to keep going, to keep pushing on even in the tough times. You know, because there are always going to be tough times. But when you have a passion for something and a love for it, then it's like, you don't mind getting up in the morning, you'll put in all the hours, you put in all the hard work because it's something you love. Do you know, if you're only out for making money, forget it. People will see through that. But me, my gym's all about making money. I've got to make ends meet, of course I do. I've got bills to pay like everyone else. But anyone who comes in our door will tell you it's not all about money for me. I want people to make sure when they come here, they're going to get the targets they're looking for, their fitness targets, their goals. I know everyone by their name who comes here. I don't sign any people into contracts. I want people to enjoy their experience here and get out what they want to get out of it. You know?
I think you just kind of added something which is giving people value.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
I think
Yes.
that's the secret, pretty
Yes.
much, to any kind of thing you're
Definitely.
doing. It's
If
value.
you don't, people will see through that. They'll see through it very quickly.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And so for me, that's what it's all about. Is being passionate about what you do, having the knowledge of what you do, and you know, and everything else should just fall into place. Like, you know, and but at utmost, as far as the gym's concerned, is, you know, being, you know, it's helping your members as much as you can. Let them know you're there. You know, if they're wanting a bit of direction, they're training. For me, that's kind of different. Someone comes here. In most gyms, you'll get an induction, then you'll get left to your own devices. You come here, never been to the gym before, you'll get an induction, and then you get another couple of follow-up sessions, free of charge, with our instructors, to help put you on your way as far as your training is concerned, so you know exactly what you're doing. If you go somewhere else, you get an induction, you get left to your own devices, you'd end up losing motivation and you lose direction. Within few weeks, few months, you've left the gym because you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the direction of what to do. So that's what I always implement here, right off, and then we'll keep having follow-up sessions with people. If they want to just keep doing their own thing, that's fine. But we can have catch-up sessions with people every 8 weeks down the line, and give them alternatives with their training, and that'll keep them motivated. See, I would be unmotivated if I was going to the gym and all I was doing all the time is going down machines all the time and not doing anything else.
I think
I'll get bored.
it's the same in life. I mean, there's many people, probably most people in life, they set the same mundane job. They do the exact same thing in their job every single day, and you get bored.
Exactly.
You need challenge.
Definitely.
You need something to
Definitely.
challenge. You need stuff in your job. You need stuff at the gym. You need
Yes.
to mix it up a
Yes.
bit, and then
Yeah.
have someone, even a training partner, that's going
Yes.
to challenge you.
You have to
get
keep
that.
it fresh, you know, and that's what I feel our gym can give. You know, we've got a lot of different areas to go into. We've got a functional fitness side, we have kettlebells, we have the strongman, the powerlifting, we'll have the cross lifting, we'll have the Olympic weightlifting, we'll have, you know, we've got so many different types of training. You should never get bored. I never get bored. And week on week, I love my training because I keep trying to keep it fresh all the time,
Yeah.
do different stuff, you know. So there's no reason, you know, exactly true.
Yeah,
what you
that's
say.
why I sometimes like coming in when you're doing your workout counts as well, because I know you're gonna be on the side, especially if it's Olympic lifting and
Yeah.
then sorting out the
Techniques.
back. Yeah,
Yeah.
which I probably struggled with
Yeah.
quite a
Oh,
bit,
you-
especially keeping that back tight.
Yeah. You're
Shoulders.
getting there, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you for
Oh, right.
the video of the
No
day.
problem at all. Thank you, Ryan. And good luck with how things are moving on for you, your gym and your website. I think you're a sound guy, Ryan. That's why I've done this with you, because I've seen how well you've came on, and you know, we spoke about your life experiences as well, and you're very much an achiever as well. So I hope you keep achieving. Keep
Thanks for
moving
that.
on. All right.
I'll put
Excellent.
in the description. You'll have a link to my website, and I'll pop in a link to
All right. Thank
the
you.
warehouse gym for you, and maybe your Facebook page as
Excellent.
well. So,
Train to win.
cheers for watching.